I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole, you build a wall. One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly. Gonna build that wall until it's done. Gonna build that wall until it's done. But now you got nowhere to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long.
Hi. Let's Let's just get it over with. I am a kitty cat. Yes, yes. Welcome. We're just drawing tonight. Forgive me if I don't really say that much. When it comes to art streams, I usually have a hard time talking, so I'm just so focused. And especially for today. All the days. Hold on, I'm just gonna use this model because I'm really bad at drawing hands, so. There you go. That should help it. Hey, Gato, welcome. I'm just drawing my OC today. I actually drew her while I went out today, believe it or not. This is actually a sketch that I drew while I was eating ramen. Also, I apologize if I don't really say much. I usually have a hard time when I'm doing art streams. I usually don't have much to say except maybe the art process, I guess. I hope your day has been doing well. Mine was, it was something. I was able to get out of the house today, so I guess that counts as something, I guess. Yeah, it's not exactly a day that I like to look forward to. But I try to make the best of it while I can. Usually I try to, like, get my mind off things by just doing whatever, like, doing what I want to do. Like, for example, today I went to our local mall, which, you know, that, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like my default, and I was able to get, like, a nice long sleeve shirt for the winter. It's a Kingdom Hearts one, believe it or not. So I was surprised I was actually able to find that today. So yeah, I got myself a little something and some food. I also went to the movie theaters today. I got to I've been hearing so much about Iron Lung, and I was able to watch it, and it was so good. Yeah, it's still a bit chilly over here. We don't have much snow anymore, so the weather was actually really good today. I just usually like to wear long sleeves, so. Oh, it's 60 degrees over there. Nice. Okay, so it is getting warmer for you. Yeah, I think it's supposed to get warmer for us too throughout the week. Which is cool because I kind of miss going outside to go and exercise, you know? Once we get into the 70s, that's going to be the perfect weather for me. At least I don't have to worry about layering before I go to work in the mornings, because I have to get up super early, so the temperature is pretty cold by then, so that I am definitely looking forward to. Middle of February and it's still in its spring temperature. People are concerned, but I'm honestly not surprised. I mean, the same thing happened last year, minus the winter storms. You know, come to think of it, yeah, I kind of noticed that too. Like, this is the third year that I've been up here, up in the north, and yeah, I kind of noticed that trend as well. It's I don't know how to feel about that, but hey. At least I was able to experience winter again. It was nice while it lasted, you know? One thing I won't miss is cleaning up the snow off my car. That is something I do not look forward to. And still trying to get used to. Yeah, it is kind of crazy that the snow doesn't last very long. Like, I remember we only had like a couple of days of storm, and then after that, it was like, where did all the snow go? Man, I don't even want to know what's going on with this planet. That's something. Yeah, I lived in the South most of my life, so it's yeah, when I first moved, I really enjoyed seeing the snow when I did. But I was actually pretty surprised that it doesn't really last long. Because I remember when I was little, when I used to live up here, it used to snow all the time, but now I just don't know. My mom's usually not a fan of the cold though, so I guess that's fine for her in her case, you know what I mean. But for me, I miss it. The thing about her outfit is that she kind of has like this see-through kind of sleeve, which looks so pretty. Saying this is based off of an actual outfit is kind of an understatement. Hey, yeah, it's one of my favorite dresses for her. This is Krista. She's my succubus OC. She doesn't really look like it now, but she can sprout wings. And it's all because of this little collar right here. All she has to do is just kiss the tips of her fingertips and then press on the collar in the middle, and then she sprouts wings. They're synthetic. And it also helps me out too, so that way I don't have to constantly draw the wings all the time, you know? So that was sort of a personal choice of mine, just to make it easier. was planning to actually commission more artists to actually draw her this year. I've drawn her so much over the years that at this point, with the way things are going with my life at this point, I feel like I want to give my pencil a break and actually give other artists a chance to draw her. Just to spread out her style, you know? I kind of want to see everybody's interpretation of her. Yeah. Call it magic, but it's more... Yeah, it's kind of like its own kind of witchcraft. And then we have the cat in the middle. That is my mama. She has adopted me. Yes. I'm making it official. God, I am ridiculously full right now. Like, I went out, got boba tea, then I got some lunch while I was watching Iron Lung, and then I ended up going up to the ramen shop, and then my mom made fried chicken, so I didn't want to be rude, so I wanted to have some before I started streaming, so now I am a full kitty cat. Actually, I think the folds should go the other way. Appeal of Boba. Well, so this is where I get a little serious on stream here. It's not that you know, there's a rhyme or reason why I get boba, but it's more so for memories. Today is sort of a very difficult day for me, mostly because it's not the day you kind of think it is, but it's more so like it has a lot of meaning, and let's just say I went out for a reason, which was to, you know, to do the similar things that I used to do in the past. And Boba happened to be a part of that. And yeah, I wanted to go out so that I can actually try to make myself happy. I've been struggling for the past couple of years with everything that has happened in my life, and this was just going to some of the places that I remember doing back when today kind of had its own kind of meaning. So it's, yeah, you could say that it's more for, it's more of a yeah, it's just one of those days for grieving in a way. And I try to get around that by just focusing on myself. Like, I went offline throughout the entire day just to focus on me, you know? I normally don't do that any other time during the year, maybe except for the holidays, but today was the day where I legitimately silenced my phone throughout the day. Like, I did not check social media at all, and I didn't answer any messages from friends today. I just needed to be by myself. I thought I was gonna, you know, have this as an all-day thing, but after doing that, I I felt a little at ease, so I felt, okay, I can probably stream tonight, just to get my mind off of things and just to relax. And one of the things that I enjoy doing is drawing my character Krista here. So just since I have a couple of people here, I might as well just go throughout her backstory, like her inception in a way. She back when I was in high school, I'd say by around like 2013, 2014-ish. I think I just turned 18 at the time. And don't ask why I was already 18 even way before my senior year. That was a whole different story. But, you know, I was going through puberty and everything, and at one point, I ended up having a dream about some girl who happened to look like a sort of succubus with twin braids that almost resembles, like, Wednesday Addams almost, with her hair the way it is. But also, I was into Homestuck at the time, so her skin was actually a bit of the gray color, kind of like the trolls from Homestuck. And it was around also that same time when, you know, I started having a thing for girls, because again, I was growing up, and I kind of knew what I liked. And eventually that was when I had a dream of Krista, and I decided I wanted to draw that dream, and then now here she is. She went through a lot of appearance changes. She had a lot of different experimental clothing until I was able to stick with one, and she also went by a different name, but because of certain things that have happened in recent years, I decided to change her name up. So now she is the way she is because of all the years that I've drawn her. A lot of people, she was basically the mascot in my community for almost, I want to say 12 years at this rate. That's how long I've been drawing professionally, really, and making a business out of it. Yeah, something similar to that. It's kind of crazy because I was starting to like monster girls around that time too, and I kept drawing a lot of them, especially some that were based on like Ju-on, The Grudge, Ring, you know, all those sorts of monsters. I don't know why. There was just something so appealing about them that I felt, you know, I could probably draw them for like Halloween stuff. And next thing you know, every day became Halloween, and that's when I realized I really like monster girls. So. And the thing is, with Krista, she didn't exactly have a personality. She was just like a she was like that one stereotypical succubus back then. Until I until I went to college and started hanging out with friends and actually getting to know people, especially girls and guys, and literally everybody in between. And, you know, I started to open up to a lot of people, and eventually I kind of gave her a bit of a backstory, really, as well as a lot of characters that I made over the years. And some of the experiences that I had growing up, as well as the people that I met and all those experiences that I had, kind of bled onto Krista. And then now all of a sudden she actually has character. Like, she actually does care about people. She can be a bit of ahead of herself and can get easily distracted, but it's just one of those things where, you know, you have to have some of your characters with a a couple of flaws to just make them feel more fleshed out, you know? Like at one point I had her like a very, very powerful succubus that's very athletic, and she kind of has all these sorts of abilities like telekinesis and things like that, and you know, she's a sharpshooter because one of her main weapons is a pistol. And at that point I was like, oh, that's all she had, like character-wise, but personality-wise, that was based on a lot of experiences from good friends that I knew. Pretty much a sponge in terms of origins. Yeah, you start out small, and then once you have more experience in the world, you kind of get an idea of what kind of characters you want to make. And needless to say, Krista has been with me since the beginning, and saying that she kind of does remind me of a good friend of mine. Yeah, that's about as much as I could say there. Anything else, yeah. She's grown quite a lot. And again, after drawing her for so long now, it's like I can remember what she looks like, even without having to look at a ref. Although sometimes I'll have to look at a couple of refs for dresses specifically that I put her in. Other than that, though, she has like a reference sheet and everything. And I thought about remaking it like for like the third time, but I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. But I went to when I went to the ramen shop, I brought my sketchbook and my pencil, and I drew this while I was down there. Just to pass the time, you know, while I was eating. Again, Krista means a lot to me, and one of my hopes is to actually see her get a name for herself throughout different communities. And if I'm able to do that, then I know that I've accomplished something in my art career. But until then, right now, she's just within concept and with fan art, and one day her story will come to light. One day. Now, I'm looking at this, and I may need to make her head just a little bit big. Give me just a sec. An artist's work is never done. Exactly. It never is. To this day, I'm still coming up with new ideas, and eventually we'll get to the point where I'll be able to make something out of her. Because a while back, I wanted to do a web series that was put on hold, mostly due to the pandemic, because I had voice actors and everything that I wanted to put in. There was a pilot episode, but I wasn't too happy with how the pilot episode came out, in hindsight, since it felt way too much like Homestuck, and it was very wordy, and I realized that I'm actually not a huge fan of the visual novel aspect, so I'm kind of scrapping it. And not only that, but the series had a different main character, but I don't draw her as often as I do Krista now, so. Also, that doesn't look right. Hold on. Well, hold on, maybe if I do this. Here, I'll just do this with the drawing. Like the actual sketch, not the digital sketch that I'm doing. Nope. And she's about 26, 27 years old. And I'm gonna keep her at that range. She is eternally 26, 27-ish. And she's also a dancer too, which kind of tracks because, you know, that's kind of what succubus do. Also, did somebody message me? Hold on. I had my phone on silent all day. I forgot to turn it back on when I came back from the theater, so... Okay. There you go. I think that looks a bit better. I'll have to adjust the eyes though. It was just the head didn't look right to me. Yeah, that should be all right. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I mean, in most lores, demonic entities don't exactly age like most things, so just picking a random age and saying that's their permanent one isn't that old. Not that odd, yeah. Mostly because there was a reason why she's that way. But I won't get into spoilers. She's not like the rest of them. That much is clear. Alright, there we go. That looks better despite that little break there, but that's fine. It's still... That's not what I'm trying to accomplish here. Oh, you know what? I got an idea. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Never mind. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna stream again. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. And do some more Danganronpa, but tonight I just wanted to draw this just to get it out of my head. Well, that's the last of my lemonade. Yeah, okay. I think this is okay. I could make it bigger. But I kind of want to get the base sketch down before I do anything funny with it. So let's just do the face and the head now. Oh shoot, you know what? I forgot the bottom part here. Here we go. It has this, it's not frills per se, but it's more like an extension in the bottom here. And that is also see-through. I don't understand fashion in the slightest, so anything related to it will fly right over my head. Yeah. I mean, most of the times, it's better to actually show people rather than just say it. Most of the time, it's usually just me trying to reassure myself on what the heck I'm trying to draw, so... I'm not an expert in fashion either. I just draw based on what I see. I'm sure there's a lot of other artists that are way more knowledgeable about fashion than I am. I usually try to keep it as simple as I can, just because I'm just that kind of cat. So I remember when I was still in art school, we were also I also had friends who were in fashion classes. I never took them, mostly because it's just not my thing. I was in art school just to draw and learn how to do digital manipulation and things like that. But I knew a couple of people who actually did see a couple of my very, very amateurish drawings from back then, and they actually liked how I drew a couple of outfits for some of my characters, which, you know, it kind of gave me a boost in confidence. So that just told me I was doing all right. May not be the best, but if you were to show it to a fashionista, they'll probably either pick it apart or they'll just be very open-minded, like the people that I talked to before, and, you know, give some good pointers and just appreciate fantasy outfits and things like that. I literally wear St. Patrick's Day stuff in the middle of October. Well, that's a unique sort of fashion right there, so... Not a lot of people know it, but sometimes whenever it's just ridiculously cold out and it's not even December anymore, or not even close to Christmas, I still wear my Christmas shirts underneath. And no one is the wiser. I was thinking about drawing one of my VTuber friends today, but I think I've decided on this day I will draw whoever I want to. Doesn't have to be my OC, it can be just whoever I want to draw, depending on the mood. So, who knows, maybe next year. And you know, the one character that really, really helped me solidify Krista's look is Freerin from Beyond Journey's End. Because she does kind of have those elf-like features, you know, when she's not looking like either a vampire or a succubus. It's mostly the ears. But yeah, her character design actually helped me, like, get Krista more, I don't know how to say it, more complete, kinda? Like, here's an image of the last time I drew Krista, and that was based off of an artwork that I've seen of Freerin at one point. Let me see if I can get it up. Wow, that took a while to load. But this is the latest design that I have for Krista. And that was, let's see if it's around here somewhere. My files are all over the place, so bear with me for a bit. Ah, here we go, inspirations. So I saw this image on Twitter at one point. I don't know if this was official art or not, but I did see it. And that was kind of where I got the pose from. And looking at it now, it kind of completed Krista in a way. So now I'm pretty much just gonna use this as her promotional art. So I'm just really happy with how it came out, and Freerin really helped out with that. Oh yes, Freerin is good. It's a really, really good anime. Krista love. Yes. Welcome, Kenji. We're drawing Krista today. It's sort of we're pretty much just doing therapy drawing at this rate, because I drew her while I was out today eating ramen. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Ken. Thank you. Hope you had a good day as well. I wasn't planning on streaming at all today, to be honest. But this drawing came out so well that I thought, you know what? This will be good. This will be some good therapy for it's just for me, you know. I'm not doing this for anybody else but myself, you know. Because Krista has been my comfort character. She is constantly on the mind when I listen to music and think of scenarios with her. So yeah, Krista love is the best. Oh, you're cleaning. Oh, okay. I gotta clean my room next week. Not just my room, but my PC looks really dusty. It's been running not slow, but it has a couple of hiccups every once in a blue moon, so I gotta take care of it. And not only that, but winter is pretty much coming to an end on our end, and we're seeing there was absolutely no more snow, and the aftermath of that snow left a lot of weird smudges all over my car. So I'm gonna have to. I was planning on getting it cleaned today, but you know, I had a movie to catch. I watched Iron Lung today, so I didn't do too much today except go to the mall and get some tea and watch Iron Lung, and then get some ramen afterwards. Or yeah, it was. Yeah, it's hard, but yeah, I hope everything's good there. Yeah, oh my god, Iron Lung was so good. The movie, well, without spoiling too much, the movie takes place in one setting, really, which is just pretty much like the game, you know? But there's a bit more characterization and a bit of more backstory and really dramatic, and you know, Markiplier did really good though. Like, he is a really good actor. And you can tell that it was a passion project just from, you know, just listening to him and seeing him do his thing on screen. And it was really cool. It was a fun time. It was actually really depressing. And now that we're on the topic of Iron Lung, I do have this video that Markiplier actually uploaded last month. It's sort of a behind the scenes. I haven't seen it yet. I didn't want to watch it until I actually watched Iron Lung myself, because I was planning on watching it for a while now. I've been hearing a lot about people talking about it. Most I know is that Mark is now Simon and he gets drunk. Saying that it's a very hallucinogenic kind of trippy experience is kind of an understatement, really. But let me see if I can bring it up. Yeah, we might as well watch it together. Just this will give me a bit of a break from the drawing for a little bit, because I just need a bit of a stretch. So
I want to show you
oh, can you hear it?
something. I've been talking about it for a while,
There we go.
but I don't think I've ever shared footage of it. And this is a little behind the scenes of Iron Lung, so it's not spoilery, but it's kind of peering behind the curtain a little bit. So what you're seeing in front of you is the set. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around because you don't really know what you're looking at. It's a big, it's like a
Yeah, the
house
whole movie took place
thrown around, which is
in this
basically
thing.
what this thing is. But this is the NACMO. This
and a
is,
kind of
the thing that we
a few
use
other places, but
throughout
that was about it.
production, driven by this guy over here. We call him NICMO. Really fun to work with. Well, pretty much everyone on set was really fun to work with. I could sing their praises for a very long time, and I probably will. If you listen to this clip, wait, hold on.
Oh, I should turn off the filter. Hang on. There we go.
Wow, it's hard to even put into words.
Yeah, there was so much blood in the movie.
This is like,
and it
we
was
started with around
crazy.
60 theaters, I think, actually, and that rose fairly quickly. But 60 was the start, and now we're up to 1,000.
Look at all those marks.
78, which is, I mean, I don't even know. I'm in Guam. I'm in Guam. After so many years of working on this, and always having in my mind that I'm like, I'm going to bring it to theaters. I am going to bring it to theaters because I believe it deserves to be in theaters. And I didn't think that it was going to be a lot of theaters, but I was going to bring it to theaters no matter what.
Yeah, I was surprised too. Like, he was really, really hyping this movie up. Like, throughout the 3 years ever since he did the Iron Lung playthrough, which, you know, that felt like one of the last playthroughs I've seen him do before I went into other things and kind of forgot about Markiplier for a while. But yeah, I was actually shocked that he went all out for this specific game where you're pretty much in just one location all the time. And it's kind of, yeah, and I think it has something to do with it definitely has a lot to do with the fan base. Like, he's pretty much almost at PewDiePie levels of YouTube fame at this rate. And the whole thing about to people who say that YouTubers can't make good movies, I think he kind of threw that whole thing out with how much he hyped this thing up. And now that it's actually a thing, and seeing like all the theaters that actually premiered this and getting like at the highest at the box office, that's saying a lot about the community, especially the YouTube community pushing this movie too. So last thing I heard about Hughes is he became a Linux bro. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, most of the OG YouTube titans, basically, they've all grown up at this rate. Like, some of them are like starting families and things like that. And then you have Mark here actually getting his own feature film in the big screen, and that's like a huge accomplishment for a lot of them, and that's just impressive.
And now Regal has picked it up, Cinemark has picked it up, AMC has picked it up.
Yeah, I saw it at the
Pretty much
AMC.
every major
Yeah,
movie
yes.
chain that you know of in the United States has picked it up. I'm very grateful that it's now on. Like,
Man,
it's yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it's been so hard. It's been so hard to juggle all of this for so long. I just never expected something like this. You know, we did a premiere, and I guess I got some kind of imposter syndrome or something. Because after
I feel that.
all the other YouTubers and streamers that we invited, they came up to me and they said how cool it was, how impressed they were.
He did the best, yeah, man. Like,
you know, it's so easy to get lost in the sauce when you're 3 years into a project, and
for 3 years,
you've
that's how
only
long
had
it's been.
your reputation and your word to go on, and you believed me.
I believe. I believe since like day
I've
one.
said for years, for my entire time doing this YouTube thing, that there's real people behind the numbers. That it's a real thing, and you have to always treat that with respect, and you have to understand the number of lives that people live outside of this internet sphere. Oh man. And now it's playing in my hometown, and I am now I know for sure that this map is not complete. It does not have all of the theaters that are available, because I know that there's a showing in Milford, which is it's a town in Cincinnati where I grew up. And yeah, it's just been really cool. The Esquire is just a beautiful place, and it's
God damn. Imagine seeing your passion project for years finally getting this amount of publicity, and seeing it, like, knowing that is a reality. That's kind of my wish for my series, whatever it's going to be. And it's just seeing these kinds of projects just take off like this, and because of all the support that people give, man. And knowing that the projects that I've done, especially with a couple of people that I'm working with as of now, just knowing that I was a part of that, and that I was able to make somebody, fulfill their dreams, and to trying to make their wishes a reality, and with the things that I'm capable of doing with my artworks, and the way that I'm able to help others to bring their story out, and then just seeing it, like, in person, like, it's unbelievable. And that's something that that's the one thing that I love about this side job with commissions and artworks is that I'm able to do that. In that I hope that one day, like, I'm able to make a huge impact on the world, similar to Mark. You know, like, it's a huge dream to consider it, and it might feel like it's impossible, but it really does take effort and just not losing sight of it. That's just what it is. That's just how it works. And an unbelievable amount of luck. And not many people are lucky to have that light of day. There are days that I feel like I'm counting down to when my time is up, and that I wasn't able to make that impact like how I said I would have, like 5 or 10 years ago. So that's why I keep pushing this art business, and that's why, despite doing that, I'm also doing doing part-time as well, so that way I'm able to take care of myself and I'm able to do what I'm passionate about. Leaving a legacy is a common goal for people. Yeah, because now that next month, like, I'll be hitting the big 3-0, and the idea of leaving behind a legacy becomes even more of a reality each passing day that I'm on this earth. Like, what's gonna happen once I'm gone, you know? Like, what's gonna happen to the arts? Like, where is that gonna go? And who am I gonna leave in charge of this legacy once I'm gone? It's scary. It's really scary. But I'm glad for some that this will be a part of history. Iron Lung is literally a part of history now, and god damn, I'm just so happy for Mark. Oh, okay. Guess we're all turning the big 3-0 this year too, huh? At least I'm not alone in this. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, I took the matinee. I don't think there were a lot of people, but everybody was just quiet. And there were a few laughs here or there. But it was
These
intense.
are good tears. By the way, I swear. I've just had a lot of myself put into this. A lot of myself. And I'm very happy.
And the end credits made me smile too.
Very happy. And motivated to keep making things.
Art, luckily, is something that persists much easier after its creator's demise than, say, weapons or music.
The hardest part, I think, is because of how long this one took.
That is true.
I haven't been able to really make things. That's why I keep saying I can't wait to get back to just doing YouTube stuff, because I am addicted to that cycle of making things. And YouTube is such a fast cycle of making things. It's instantaneous almost. Even this video, I didn't know that I was going to make a vlog yesterday, but when I woke up this morning, I knew I had to.
Yeah, come to think of it, I noticed that's what Mark did a lot the last couple of years. He mostly did vlog content.
And I'm really, really grateful. And I'm going to have a call later today about international stuff, which they asked me if I had international rights to the movie.
Holy shit.
I had to text David, the developer of the game. Hey, do I have international rights? Because I didn't know.
He's got the blood of a content creator. as well as blood all over him. So much so that I think he said at one point when he was doing the teaser trailer, he ended up getting an eye infection because there was so much blood, like fake blood, that they had to do to get the shot, and he ended up getting an eye infection from it. And I can't imagine like the amount of health issues he must have went through when filming this, because believe me when I say there was a shit ton of blood throughout the movie. It was insane. At least it was real and not CGI. Yeah, oh yeah. I can't say it wasn't all practical effects, but yeah, they ended up using a lot of that stuff. And yeah, and the thing is that the movie takes place in literally one setting, just like in the game. Like in the Iron Lung. I don't know a lot of movies that actually do that, but considering that this is more of an indie project kind of thing, I kind of see why they had to do that. And of course there were a couple of flashbacks as well, but I'm not gonna say much about that. But for what it is for a horror movie, yeah. And if you played the game, then well, yeah, I'll probably not say anything else, but it's a really interesting take on the game.
Everybody, so much for watching, and thank you all to those who will watch the movie.
Yeah, I had a good time. Even though I was
checked in a little bit, go to ironlung.com
by myself.
In the description to see if there is a theater near you. But remember, those indie theaters, the independent ones, they were the OGs. They sold out really fast. But if there is any spots that open up in those theaters, you'll know you'll be in good company.
I think my friend Luna watched it as well. She said it was really good.
Fans. And maybe that's not your cup of tea to be amongst. So pick your poison. You know what I mean? But I respect that. I will be showing up to some of these theaters myself. I mean, I can only do so many because literally taking the time to go to them would be a lot. But I do plan on going to some of these theaters and meeting some of you guys there. And yeah, that'll be pretty cool. I want to get cardboard cutouts. I know I said I was gonna say goodbye.
God, and you know, it kind of comes back to that whole thing where so a couple of you might know this, but I was able to finish a $1,000 fundraiser to get me to California to help sell my artworks with the Capitolist Trade Guild. And knowing that we were able to all of us, we were able to pull that off just so that I could be there in person to actually see my hard work go to all the people that support us. That's one of the greatest feelings that I've always wanted to experience ever since I was in art school, and and just seeing people there and letting me sign them for them is one of the dreams that I've always had for a long time. And God, I'm just really looking forward to that. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. Like, I know what it's like. Like, I know how that feels. Just that excitement and just seeing the people that actually support you, like, in person and not through a computer screen. And yeah, it's just one of the best feelings that I've strived for so long, that I know I've been trying so hard to work on for the past couple of years. But it's been so hard, with just trying to make that a thing because of everything that goes on in my life. And it's like, I legitimately thought I wasn't able to do it. But now that that's actually coming, I'm I'm super excited. I hope so too, man. It's one of the biggest goals for me this year is to go to California. To originally the fundraiser was for FaceCon, but because of a lot of controversy, in regards to Face Connect that recently came to light like a couple of weeks ago, I'm not sure what the status is in regards to FaceCon, and with how people are probably gonna, approach the whole, the whole store. Yeah, pretty much. It was the whole Jelly Minecraft thing, and I wasn't too sure about it myself, and not only that, but just a lot of us were in the dark about it because they never really said anything about booths and vendors and things like that, like the availability and things like that. But I did get confirmation that the trade guild will still be attending Offguy though. And knowing that they actually did sell my artworks last year's Offguy, when they are actually guaranteed a booth and they actually went through with that, which is another video I should show one of these days, but I want to get back to the drawing. But yeah, I know for sure that that's gonna be a thing this year, and that I know I'm gonna be looking forward to. Yeah, yeah. And not only that, but I'm kind of saving myself here because FaceCon is also around the same time as the World Series as well, so I know. Uh-oh, what just happened? Uh, what happened? Oh. Uh-oh. Can you guys see me? Or can you hear me? Wow. Hold on.
But there's so many things now that
Hold on a sec. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me this time. Just let me know if you can see anything. Oh, weird. Okay, hold on. Alright, give me a sec.